Hey y'all, it's Via Games here today, and we're here with another video. We're playing Ace Attorney. Now let's go. I heard a lot about this game, but like, I don't know, like a lot about this game. I heard about this game, but I don't know a lot about this game. Don't forget to ready and like Justice for All, Ace Attorney. Yeah, let's do Ace Attorney there. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Okay. Play the first turnabout? Yes. I don't really know. All that I know is like this is like a Law and Order game. No, it's not, but it's something like Law, you know? Sculpture? Oh! Damn it! Why me? Oh. I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this one. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Wow, crazy. So you pinned it on someone. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay. I'm kind of confused. Boy, I am nervous. Right. Oh, hey, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes, oh no, hold up, this music is, is a little bit too much for me. No, we're gonna keep the mute background. Actually, we're gonna keep it at a minimum. Yeah, 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 yeah. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of own my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Yo, what is happening right now? Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to, you know. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspapers say it was you. So someone framed it on him. Exactly. Duh, the cutscene. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, usually the butts. What? In the 23 years I've known him, it's truly been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, is usually not his fault. He just has a terrible luck. Okay. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. As you should. As you should. I've been your friend since grade school, as you should. And that's what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom, number 2. Oh, I remember it. Court is now in session. The trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple answers. Questions. Answer them clearly and consciously. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant is Larry Butts, right? Because I'm defending him, right? The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Period. Oh my God. I'm not being a lawyer, but period. At least I know the system. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing the total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Just press the R1 button to check at any time, okay? Okay, attorney badge. Sydney is the victim. Time of death. Oh my God. Time of death, July 31st at 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Attorney badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I... Okay, you don't need that. That's for you. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Oh God, hold up. Sydney. Yo, I don't know. It's Cinder Block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by blunt object. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Statue. So, a statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy. Okay, cool. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Okay, girly. Hold on, let's look at it. I already know. They just gave me the description, girly. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call his first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that may help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything. Unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Okay, look at him. He just twitched, dude. Did y'all see that twitch? Oh my god, okay. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What is it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing another man. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport? According to this, she was in Paris until the day she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears she returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We could clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering though? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe wrong person. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Oh, I messed up. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scenes of the crime. Order! In the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call his witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Swat to the stand. He murdered. Okay. Mr. Swats, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Swats, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness account. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quilled and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why do you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Swats used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. Blackout record added to the court record. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Building was, okay, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Electricity in Miss Stone's building. Electricity in Miss Stone's building was out of noon to 6 p.m. of the day of the crime. Noon to 6. So that whole time of death. So her time of death. Before her time of death, the outage was already happened. The outage already happened because it says noon to hold up, profiles. Cindy Stone, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Fender indicate lockable. Okay, cool. So, okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right. Right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Evidence. Profiles. Okay. Okay. I think I know how to do it. Cross-examination witness account. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in an apartment. No! Ooh. A common sight. I found it odd you would take notice of him. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open. Okay. Thinking it was strange, I look inside the apartment. Hold it! What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see? Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. True words have never been spoken. Anyone could look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. You just said that you went inside, though. I want to see this. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. Are they? No. Oh, that's not. Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. My bad. I didn't mean that. That's already lying there. A woman, not moving dead. Okay. Quit on the fight and found myself unable to go inside. Hold it. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay. What happened next? I thought I called the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Let's do objection. Hold it. I meant not objection. Was it working? Yes. I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call, and that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Oh, no, hold it. Oh, time and death. Present. Objection. I knew it. I see it. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. For sure, certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death as sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sand, what? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 o'clock p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give me your testimony again? Witness testimony at the time of discovery. Okay, come on. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. Yeah, I got this one. Cross-examination. The time of discovery. Okay. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Okay. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? How do you examine... Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video on the tape program. So I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Oh, present. Objection, because the power was out. Hold it right there. The prosecutor said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And the record proves it. You could have heard a television or video. Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. SWAT? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. SWAT, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Swartz. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Okay. Hearing the time. Dude, we already know he's lying. Why do we have to hear it again? Actually, I didn't hear it the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. We already know he's lying. Come on, let's... Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. The table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the weapon. Let's present the actual weapon and present it. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? Your objections and your evidence just... Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Swartz. Hey, I saw there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may, yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this testimony now? Yes, they just lied. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's noise. That was the second you heard. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Swat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless. Just look at the witness face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... What is happening? Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy to say, is it not? Order in the car, say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Wright heard was definitely this clock. The fact, which is clear if you simply clock back, ask the neighbor, try sounding the clock. Try sounding the clock. Try sounding the clock. Why don't I have more evidence on the clock, dude? Why don't I have more evidence on the clock? Ask the neighbors? I'm not gonna ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now. Here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. Jesus. Beep. I think it's 8:25. Oh, I did it! I did it. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely this discrepancy between Mr. Swat heard the actual time of death. So, Mr. Swat, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Swats. No! I've come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Swats. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you will have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock should be 3 hours slow? Electricity was out. Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim, beyond doubt. A bit, I don't know. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. I say the electricity. Excuse me. This proves your claim? How? I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock. Oh, that wasn't it. One more chance. Give me one more chance. Alright, Mr. Wright. But time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that's proved why the clock was running slow. I don't know, dude. I don't know. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. I don't know, dude. I don't know. The victim just had returned home from Broadway the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim had to reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Oh, shoot. I was right. Oh, my God. Proof enough for you, Mr. SWAT. Or should I say, Mr. Did It. Yeah, you had to break. Oh. He fainted because he did it. Oh, older, I say. Oh. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Miss Payne, your witness, he was arrested and he been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Period. Yes, we did that. It turns out that Frank Swat was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Swats let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Swats grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Dang. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen this chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Lear must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. My case is closed. Uh, but my Cindy Windy gone forever. Larry, she was, no. Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry! Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate dinner. Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and made one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she would just play me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah. Right, yeah. What the heck is she talking about? This? Check this out, Larry. Proof. Positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Do you think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Awesome. Hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. We all can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. She's speaking facts. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Period. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's too good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. What? The end. What? What? A brand new episode has been added. What? Say your progress up to this point? Yes. What? What? Okay, then that's crazy. Okay. Uh, well, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to, when you subscribe, become a little gem and become of the gem family. Yes. So, yeah, don't forget to follow my socials, my TikTok and my Instagram. Go like those up because I'm very active on both of them. I'm not really active on Twitter. That's why I don't have my Twitter linked up on here, but that's fine. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time, and I hope y'all have a blessed day, and love y'all. Peace.